Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, just buy a Berkshire Hathaway stock. Stop being a brokey.
How much is it?
Look it up.
Is it like 30,000?
No, look it up.
No, I
actually have no idea how much it is now. Look it up.
I know it's like it was like in the 5 figures.
I think it's higher.
5 figures for
for one stock.
for one.
Oh yeah, it's 466,000.
I have one Berkshire Hathaway stock.
Not bad.
Huh?
Like decently. Yeah, literally. It's fucked.
Go more.
It's just like he just never did a stock split. Yeah.
He's never lost.
Yeah.
never-
Warren Buffett don't lose.
He's never lost. We're talking
Yeah,
to
but he got nothing on Nancy Pelosi, bro.
Most
the ultimate
flawless trading schedule. All right, everyone. Welcome back to episode 48 of the Shitpost HG podcast. I'm joined by the boys Green Man, Black Man, Gray Man, and Black Man again. Bruno, tell us our trip.
no. Not no. I'm
Bruno
not.
went to Utah.
It's not. I'm not doing a sit here and talk for 30 minutes and tell a story time. I'm gonna like try and break it up.
Well, no, I don't want to hear break it up. Just say it.
Okay, I got a question then. Who had the most falls? Who fell down the hill most? Did anyone fall?
Or let's start with
Anyone
how
cry?
many
Yeah,
people
and what did you
went
do?
Past
Well,
the
okay,
past.
fine. No, my
Falls?
question, that's fine.
I think everyone fell, dude. We were in 3 feet of powder.
Like, did everyone that went snowboard?
Yeah.
Or did people just
Yeah, it was
chill in
all
the chalet?
no, it was,
Yeah.
no. Everyone snowboarded. It was all 8 snowboarders, bro.
8 people?
Yeah.
And how tough was it? Yeah, how many falls?
Like, what is it like to
Snowboard in like 2 feet of snow,
Yeah.
2-3 feet of snow. It's
Like, so if you stop
doesn't
moving,
sound-
do you just sink down? Like, what?
No,
what's-
you glide. But you have to like carve differently. You have to like keep your toe up, your weight back. You have to like,
it's
yeah.
Cruise. You got to cruise.
Is it
Yeah.
easier to catch an edge? Is that why?
No, there's no fear. If you eat shit in powder, it's like falling in like a pillow. We
Really?
all were eating shit. Like
Really?
But it was not because of powder. It was because of visibility. It was kind of cloudy the days.
Or because you guys are all shit at the sport, or
Coming from the guy who I've asked like 12 times to come out. And
I just don't wanna
don't have gear.
I just don't
I don't
show you guys
have
up.
gear.
I
I'm too
sold
busy
my-
spending
I sold
all my
gear after the
money
X
at
Games
drinks.
2012, man.
Oh, I'm spending all my
retired.
money at the bars. I don't have gear. I need gear.
I can't show you.
I've
guys
been
up.
guilty of that. I've been too
Yeah.
cheap to go lately, too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's expensive.
to go out for a day is $100.
Dude,
Easy.
golf, skiing, all these fucking rich white people sports I can't
Yeah,
fucking.
I know.
I'm trying to get into now. But
It is insane
too
when you think
expensive.
about like they are actually the most rich white people sports. If you're a rich white person, you fucking skied and you fucking play golf
And tennis.
and tennis.
Yeah, but
So Bruno.
literally, I picked like the worst sports to fuck. I should be like, I don't know why I didn't invest more into like basketball or soccer.
I know, the
I play
cheapest
it on the
sports
side. They're the cheapest. You just do it wherever you want. But like, it's not as like. I feel like you just did it so much as a kid, you don't care for it.
It's because it's actually harder work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
like golf isn't that hard
Yeah.
work, you know. Snowboard is more leisure too.
Yeah.
Like
And like the thing with soccer and basketball is like you're at this age where you have to round up people,
Yeah.
and it's a shit show.
So many.
Or you have to do a men's league, and it's just a shit show.
Yeah.
And like the risk of injury in men's leagues are so fucking stupid. Like
Sure.
I don't the risk for reward for a men's league is pointless. You get some dude jacked up, all fucking egoed up, and he just like just bodies you or hits you in the face or like
Yeah.
takes out your knees, and you're just like,
and you just came out, you just finished working your 8-hour
Yeah,
day.
if you have
know,
work
Yeah.
Get up work,
tomorrow.
you gotta go back to work tomorrow.
and like now there's always people freaking out, arguments, getting into
Always.
fights. It's like, bro, like the headache is not worth it. Whereas like golf, you go with a round of people, you play with your group, or you play by yourself. Tennis, just one other person, or you play doubles, a couple people, join a league, play some matches, pretty civil. Snowboarding, you know what I mean? Again, that's all your own risk, but how you want to do it, which is nice. That's why just like
And you don't have to sweat. Like if you play basketball, you actually gotta like hustle, right? And
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
and soccer. Snowboard is more leisure. It could be more leisure. Same as golf, same as tennis. You can play slower.
Yeah.
Like basketball, to have fun, you actually gotta run and try.
Yeah, because like just going in and like shooting hoops, it just gets boring.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
no, like yeah, you can go to a gym and shoot hoop, like or like practice your shots or layups, but like it's just boring. You're just running drills.
So when we all did basketball together, that was the first time in, man, like probably like 6 years I had been on like a either men's league team or anything like that. So then after we finished that season, basketball's not my like normal sport, right?
Yeah.
So I went back to like hockey, and I wanted to go like we had a ball hockey team. Yeah. We just finished like playoffs, like last Sunday. We made it into the playoffs.
Oh, you're
somehow.
playing right now?
So
way.
I've been playing for the last like
I didn't know that.
Couple
last
months, right?
couple like 5 months or something.
Ruslan
Every
too,
Sunday,
right?
yeah, with Ruslan. Every Sunday we'll go to like this arena, like the shitty ass arena. It's always cold.
I thought it was ice.
Yeah.
So when I signed up, they said it was ice hockey. So I got Ruslan involved, and I was like, dude, we're gonna play ice hockey. It's gonna be fun. And then I got a text like the first game, and then he's like, from one of my buddies, he's like, oh, today's the first game, and by the way, it's not ice hockey, it's ball hockey. And I'm like, what? I had like
It's actually mini sticks.
That's a big difference.
It's a huge difference. It's like, well, I mean, it's easier, I suppose. You don't have to gear up, but it's easier, and it's not easier.
Could be
like,
not as fun, right? Like
that is true too, but
depending
it
on what you
also
want.
ball hockey and ice hockey are two different, way two different sports. And we had a lot of guys on our team. By the way, every week we had maybe 7 guys show up, which is there's 5 guys on, and 2 guys on the bench, and then 1 goalie. The other team had like 4 lines all the time, 3 lines all the time. So we were always so gassed. And we would always show up like fucked up, hungover or whatever. So that was our whole season. We just played with like 7 guys. Sometimes we had 5 guys. We had to stay on the ice, stay on the court the whole time. Like, man, that was brutal. But anyway, so somehow we made it to the playoffs last Sunday. We were like 3-8-1 or something like that. We won 3 games somehow against the derelict team, the one with the guy with the club foot and the 2 girls. We beat them twice. And our team is composed. We have like some guys who played like AAA, some guys who played in the OHL. So on paper, they should be good. They played high level hockey.
Damn.
But the thing is that the skills, after it's been years since they've played high level hockey, they're drinking a lot. They don't play anymore. And skating and running, 2 different things. Skating, you can glide. You can take like 4 big power strides and glide, especially if you're a good skater. This is all running. And we're playing up against guys who are like 6'3", skinny peg leg guys who are just like built to run. And like they practice every week. And we're just getting smoked every week, and we're getting fucking pissed off.
So it's not that fun. Is it fun?
It's pretty fun. Yeah. Some of the guys get pretty upset, but I have fun with it. And
Who gets the most upset?
the second game we had, we got into a huge line brawl because like we had to play scrappy. Like we were that team, like because we showed up with nobody on our team, so we would just get really scrappy. Ruslan got in a couple good fights. My cousin
like that, like
So like, are they actually like drop gloves fights? Like,
oh yeah. Like the second
and
game.
he let it go for a little bit, or
the second game, the one of the other guys on.
Is there a ref?
There's 2 refs, and they're like retiree guys. Like they just show up.
I was like, because the thing is like,
buds.
going into a league with refs is so much different than going into.
refs are important.
I've played in leagues with no refs, buddy. Like
can't believe
that-
gym class, like worse than gym class.
That's why fucking like soccer with no fucking refs, bro. People are just taking out legs, everything. Like they don't give a shit. At least the refs. I'm like, when you say scraps, I'm like, okay. I'm like, if it was just like no ref scraps, like fuck, people are gonna be fucking losing like teeth.
Hockey scraps are different. Like in basketball, we would get into like some heated arguments. Say right. In hockey, it's like some guy. The number 1 rule in hockey is nobody hits your goalie. Nobody touches him, right? Because the goalie can't defend himself. Usually, he's just chilling. He doesn't get physical.
He has so much fucking gear.
He's got gear, but like you don't fuck with the goalie. That's what the other guys are for. You fuck with the other guys. So at the end of the second game, this one big fat fuck who was pissing us off the whole game, he bumps into my goalie, which is my cousin, and then my cousin is like a scrapper. Like I don't know what, dude. He was a nightmare for like the first like 7 games because he'd be in the net and he'd just be yelling, "Your mom's a whore." He'd be yelling at the guys like, fuck, like it was brutal. And then so this guy bumps him, and then he whips off. The play is still going. The puck is somewhere.
Wait, is the etiquette that you take your gloves off or you keep the gloves on and fight?
Doesn't it's
off.
It's all.
I thought it was on until they
No,
come
but
off.
it's
and they
different now
stop
in
it.
hockey. You can't take out your bucket. You can't take it off.
Oh yeah, helmet. Yeah.
If it comes off, it comes off.
No,
you guys wearing
no.
helmets?
If it comes off, like I thought, I was like, I didn't notice. I don't know if this is a new thing in the NHL, but you can't like before you drop gloves, take off your bucket and fight. Now you can't take off your bucket because of risks of if you fall, you smash your head on the ice. But that's like I think it's just
so what? That's part of the risk, bro. Like you want to fight?
Yeah, you can take a full-fledged punch to the chin and like miss your brains out or black out, but God forbid you slip and you hit your head on the ice.
So if your helmet comes off in a fight, it is what it is. But you can't go like this and then
Because that's what they used to do.
Yeah, that's
they
what they
would
used to do.
whip gloves,
and then they would go like this.
They would whip gloves, toss the helmet.
Well, because isn't that the whole thing? You just grab the person, like it's just jersey to jersey grabbing, and then just like
pretty much.
But here's the thing: you think like this hand does nothing on the jersey, but if you've actually you've actually had a real hockey player done that to you, you would know it. Like
it hurts.
This is no joke. Like they'll do this with your collar and just punch you in the face while they're holding you like this.
It's like a double
and
punch.
All the hands coming over. Yeah.
Because you're grabbing them, you're doing this.
They're
and then
sometimes
like, that shit's
Serious.
punches up.
And if you don't have a longer wingspan, you're just fucked. You're just
Missing.
you're like when you see a guy who's like 6 foot go up against a guy who's like 6'5", it's just a nightmare. They're like just trying to like do something. They're just getting like fucking like dummied around.
So long story short, we got pumped in the playoffs. We were like up against the first place team, and going in, we're in the locker room. We're like, dun, dun, dun.
So in the first goal
we're like, guys, we got this. We had 8 guys this time.
Yeah.
So we're like, we got some line cycling. First period, it was like we were going, and then they scored 1, and we're like, okay, we'll get it back. Score again. We're like, okay, no problem. It goes like 3-0 in the first period. We're like, fuck.
Everyone starts getting motivated.
Yeah, and then we ended up losing like 7-0 against the first place team.
Oh, you got shut out. You didn't get...
we got fucked, but it's.
So wait, so tell us about Ruslan's fight. Like he actually like.
That's funny. He was the guy on the team he's a big intimidating guy.
Yeah.
And he plays hard.
Why do you have the funniest ringtones?
That's your fantasy.
That is my fantasy.
I know that
He
noise.
just scored. Yeah, Jason Zucker. I'm playing Ruslan this week. Actually. I'm playing Jason Zucker. I'm playing Ruslan this week actually in fantasy. But no, yeah. So this guy bumps into the goalie, and then my cousin he just starts beating this guy from behind. And then I guess if the goalie kind of does that, I don't know, your first instinct is kind of bump him back, but you shouldn't, it's just an unwritten rule. And Ruslan comes over and bodies him. And he goes, what the fuck you, I hear it. And then everyone jumps off the bench because then everyone's getting into it. And
So he hit the goalie?
the other player hit our
Your
goalie.
goal, yeah.
And then Ruslan broke it up. Ruslan was that guy to break up the fight and be the mediator. Or if he had to throw it down, he would. And yeah, that second game, we all jumped off the bench, and we didn't really get to a fighting point because the refs.
It would have been bad.
It would have been bad.
You don't want that.
Really bad.
You really don't want that.
And there's no padding. Ball hockey, we don't wear anything.
You're just street fighting bare knuckle.
Especially
really.
our team. I forgot to mention, all the other teams wear
Shin
fucking
guards?
shin guards,
Smart.
knee guards, elbow guards. They're all got cages or visors, and fucking some of them had maybe shoulder
Collarbone?
stuff. Collar, yeah.
That's
some,
bullshit.
really
They can
light stuff.
throw an elbow at you
Yeah.
and that would kill.
No, the funny thing is, we were the team doing that. we were throwing hits around. It was
Yeah.
I would get into a corner and just cross check some guy.
Fuck.
Or yeah, Ruslan would get he would get pretty funny going into it. One game, this guy Ruslan grabbed this guy's stick. Right, and then the guy goes, "Let's go of his stick," and he looks at the ref. He's like, "What the fuck? You grabbed my stick!" Ruslan lets it go, keeps running, and the ref is like, "Just keep playing, fuck off."
Yeah.
And then the stick lands in front of Ruslan, and he sees it, and he goes, just kicks it into the corner, and that's a way that you can piss someone off.
Yeah, that's a fight. So
And then I think the guy goes, "What the fuck was that, you cunt?" And then Ruslan turns around, he's like, "What the fuck did you say?" And then the guy immediately shut down. He was like, "Okay, all right." Ruslan was that he was a
is he that
presence.
scary on the court?
He's
probably looks
he's
scary.
intimidating.
Yeah.
He's big guy, and
yeah.
when he's swinging his stick around,
Yeah, for sure.
and he's throwing his body around. The one game too, my cousin, he didn't want to play goalie anymore, so he's like, "Fuck, I'm getting tired of getting lit up. You guys suck. Let's go. I'm gonna go forward." Meanwhile, on forward, he'll be on the bench and he'll be like, "Hey, watch this." Gets off the bench and just punches some dude in the face.
Your cousin.
Punches him in the back of the head and then goes to the penalty box. And we're like, "What the fuck you doing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, fucking for the boys." And then after the game, he goes up to Ruslan. He goes, "Yo, me and you, we're the enforcers, man. They need us on this team. We're the man." And Ruslan's like, "Yeah, okay, man. Okay."
Is he 18? Your cousin?
No, he's 23, but he's this tall.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's good.
He's on the ice.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
On the ice, he's he thinks he's 6'5", and he just fucks with everyone. He's and nobody knows who Brad Marchand is. Maybe you do, but he's like an rat, an instigator. He'll fucking poke you in the
hate those
in the
guys.
Reminds me
Literally the worst.
He's like the guy from Casino. Who's the Joe Pesci?
Yeah.
He's like Joe Pesci.
Marv.
Joe Pesci, I wouldn't fuck with either though. Well, no, he's not Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci is you don't want to see him in the street.
Well, Joe
He's the
Pesci,
wild card.
but Joe
On the ice,
Pesci,
he's
but
Joe
Joe
Pesci,
Pesci's character in everything.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah. He's
the
instigating,
yippee yapper, always
time,
talking
yeah.
shit,
Yeah, the one
instigating.
game, we at that the second game where 2 guys got ejected from the game because they were yelling at each. I think one of our guy and one of their guys got ejected. So they're standing by the boards on our side. So my goalie was parallel with them or perpendicular with them. And after one of the play stops, they're lining up for the thing. My cousin looks, he's playing goalie again, and he looked over at the glass where the guys were standing, the guys who got kicked out, and he looks, he's like, your mom's on my dick later, huh? Your mom's on my dick. Yeah. And he's like he's getting them fucking riled up again. And they're like, they're slamming on the thing. And mind you,
are parents there?
Mind you, we're probably the youngest team between 23 and like the max age. We had a guy who was like 52, but like we're like median age is like 26 maybe. All the other guys are like 30s. They have kids. Yeah. Their wives come out to the games, so their wives are in the stands and they're yelling. They're like, "Get this fucking guy out!" And they're like freaking out. It's hilarious. Their kids are running around. It's hilarious. But we got booted out. And
how much does it cost?
It's like $200
a person.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No.
$10 a game type thing usually.
Yeah. I was very happy. I think we played like 16.
Because like usually renting games. Like thing with like hockey, like ice hockey leagues is like, or men's league is like you always get shitty ice time. You're like playing like Thursdays at like 11 o'clock at Activa. Yeah. Every person I know that ever did like a men's hockey league was like, they're like, yeah, I have a game on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, what time? It's like 12. It's like only time. I'm like, fuck. Well,
I mean, shit, you could play soccer on Friday at midnight, right?
Yeah.
Yo, literally. Fuck.
You're soccer too.
Fuck.
Like you guys would play 10 o'clock on a Friday?
Yeah, Bruno actually had the worst.
11 o'clock,
no,
bro.
it was actually a degenerate fucking...
We do Fridays. We do Fridays on purpose because, like, I think they have other days. They have, like, they pretty much have it, like, most days. They have, like, I think, like, a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday or something like that. We do Fridays just so, like, it's a reason to, like, not go out and drink.
I respect it, though.
Yeah, like, it cuts, and it helps. Like, tomorrow, I'm not going to go out and drink. Like, yeah, and it's fun. So it's, like,
But you're still playing right now?
Yeah, I think we're in playoffs. I don't know.
I've been gone for so long.
Yeah, literally. I think I've
missed. We do got to sign up for basketball again next year. I missed that shit. But the other one, the close league, yeah.
I want to go in like a lesser division.
Yeah, me too.
We will. No, we will.
I think we were in a.
We had to really try.
Yeah,
you played in the lowest division though.
Yeah, we were in the lowest, but they concatenated two divisions. So people who could have been in the division, because think about it this way. Everyone always wants to play a league down. No one wants to play at their actual skill level unless they're like trying to like play at the highest division, right?
Unless you're trying to get
So
better.
let's say there's Division D and there's Division C and B. They combine Division C and D, and we wanted to play in D. But there's probably people who could play in B at a high level who want to dominate C, who
Not
then
only
are now.
that,
Yeah,
we had a player sub in for our team that played on the elite, like right. They played above A.
Yeah.
Played on our team, and still like it was like fair.
that,
You know?
yeah, it was fair. Yeah,
You know the rankings they weren't.
I think last or in the summer, was it this summer? I forget now. We played because I was on my bike. We played the one at Rim Park. We played
that's no refs, right? I thought I would never.
It wasn't actually that. It wasn't.
It's okay.
It wasn't that bad. The calls are always. I was surprisingly. I thought it was gonna be way worse than soccer. Pretty tame. It was pretty good. I was actually like pleasantly surprised. We played D and C and we lost in the finals by 1 point.
Damn.
You guys made it to the finals, eh?
Yeah, and with like, dude, half our team was like no ballers.
Literally, next time I'm coming,
I got a game winner. I got a game winner in one of them. I got a game winner in one of them. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, like it was one of the games. I hit 3 threes, but like the last 3 was just like no one wanted me to take the shot, and I pulled up. And
No shit. I'd actually be feared. I'd be furious until it went in. Then I'd be happy.
But I was like, I hit 2
Don't
threes.
shoot it, bro.
I hit 2 threes. I hit 2 threes earlier, so I was feeling myself. And then I think I looked and I saw Eric Duong, and I looked
he's
at
good.
him. Oh yeah, he's good. I looked at him, but like I just like he looked at me kind of like he's gonna pass me the ball, and I just like went up and I shot it, and then it like gave us like the 2-point lead with like whatever seconds were left on.
Dude, talking about this gets me hyped.
Yeah, me too. I want to play it out.
Yeah, my heart's beating a little fast.
Yeah, that was a core memory. But like, yeah, it was like, it wasn't even that. I think we were D, and then they were like, yeah, we're just combining C and D. But it wasn't. But refs, I think, like watching the way you guys played, I think it's a little nicer just because like there's a lot of times where you like there's so obvious like foul calls, but they just don't.
You watched this play? You came out? What?
Yeah,
I watched the game where you passed the fuck out, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, that was like a 2-tiered game because Bruno came. He's like, Pat, if you don't score 30, you owe me what, $100 bucks?
Your dad came or what? Yeah. To all of them, but like,
I always comes to all the games.
I was like, I remember that. I was like, if you don't hit 30, what was the bet?
You got what? Close. 27.
No, he hit it.
No, I hit 30 and I saw myself out. Yeah.
I remember.
You hit 30 exactly, and then like dip. What was it like? If you don't hit 30,
it's like you owe me like $100 or whatever. It was like it was me.
It was
but I was like,
meme,
all right.
yeah, I remember that. And then you started going off, and then your dad was was like losing it. I was like right beside him, and then this guy like pretty much died. I was like, fuck, we have to take him to the hospital.
I was scared, man. Like I was near our net, and you were on the sideline, right? And then I heard something like go down hard, so I turned around, I looked, and the game was still going.
Yeah.
And immediately, like, fuck the game, right? I'm going over. I saw your shoes, and you had the same shoes that my brother wears. So I'm like, wait, is that my brother? But immediately, I'm like, Eric, what the fuck?
You're like, oh my God. It's only here.
Keep playing.
No, I ran over to you immediately, and I think you were already getting up, I think, by the time I got to you, or I was shaking you a little for a second.
Yeah. I remember seeing your face. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had a little, I was worried. I was like, what happened, man? Yeah.
I just low blood sugar, I think. Like I think I've mastered that now at that point. Like, because man, I would go to work and then I don't eat when I'm working pretty much. Like I just eat fucking almonds and water and air and then concrete dust, and that's probably about it. I don't eat much when I'm working. So I think that day or that week I was like probably working a lot, and then but I don't eat like. So what I do now is I just have a tablespoon of honey in the morning, kind of raise the blood sugar right away. But I think that's kind of it.
That happened to me. I remember I was on those.
Hard fall.
I was on like
flashbang.
What was that? It's diet pills. What are they called?
Oh yeah. You were taking those.
I was taking
Hydroxycut.
HydroCut. I was taking HydroCut, but I was taking this good brand for a while, and it was okay, and it was Hydroxycut or whatever, and it was fucking amazing. And then
does that just stop your appetite?
No, it just dehydrates you.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it does. That's all Hydroxycut does. It dehydrates.
How does that?
It just makes you
sounds horrible.
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
It makes you want to drink. Don't fucking
quote me on
this, but it like hyper dehydrates you, and then you drink more water rather than
so you just feel
more
full.
Food. Yeah, so you feel full, but you're just drinking a lot of water. And I think it like overworks your liver and your system to like it's pretty much like overworking your system, so you burn fat quicker. But I remember I took two. I was taking a side brand because it was cheaper. Fuck me. It was like Mega Beast Cut or something. I remember the fucking thing looked so hardcore, and I took two before soccer, and I didn't even think about it because I was like taking 1 or 2 a day, and I took two before. You should be taking them only in the morning. I don't know why I did it, but I took two before soccer. I remember I was so lightheaded. I was like, I thought I was just tired, but I was like so fucking lightheaded. I was like seeing double and shit like that. Even my drive home was back. I was so bad. I told my parents I had to go to the hospital. Wow. I laid down on my bed and I was too dizzy and I knew something was so fucking off, but I didn't put 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And then,
did you go?
Yeah, I went to the hospital. I was there. They did tests on my body, and they're just like, yeah, your liver's overactive. And the one thing they did say to me, they're like, are you taking any sort of supplements or like anything like that? And I told them like, yeah, I'm taking like,
no, I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
You're just scared. He said, no, I'm not.
Do you
your doctor there?
Do you lie?
Do you smoke? Do you smoke or drink? I'm like,
nope, never.
No, but yeah, I told them like, yeah, I'm on like I don't know if I was on creatine at the time, but I was like, yeah, I'm taking like protein and diet supplement pills, and they're like that. They're like, do you know what the brand is? And I couldn't know it off by heart. And then they're like, that might be the reason. And then same with you
didn't bring the MSDS with you, bro.
No, I didn't. And the funny part is like a week later, 6ix9ine got hospitalized because of that thing. Because
really?
of 6ix9ine. I remember reading the news. He was hospitalized because he was taking like supplement pills too. It was like I was like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So
that's fucked.
I literally from that moment I cut it.
Because
that's when I was like fat Bruno. Well, when I say fat Bruno, I was really, like, I was like just like thick. I was like 190, and I was just like, I remember, it worked, bro. I fucking lost like 5 to 10 pounds a month. I remember in like 2 to 3 months, I went from like 190 to like 160.
Whoa.
I'm not fucking kidding you. It went fast.
That's crazy.
It worked. It was like scary how well it worked. It was also combining with like intermittent fasting, and I was drinking like fucking like 10 liters of water a day. Like literally, you have to double your consumption of water. I was drinking like, remember those big hydro flasks?
Yep. Yeah.
I was drinking like 6 of those a day.
Jesus Christ, I was pissing every second of every day.
Literally at work.
You had a fucking piss bag.
At work, my piss was white or like clear. Yeah. It was like going right through me. But yeah, I don't know where we got into that topic. I don't even know where it led us to that.
Well,
I guess like you dying. Yeah, you passing out with the low sugar. Yeah. Well, you got to eat, bro.
I know.
What I want to know.
It was scary. I was worried, man.
Actually, no, the one thing we can touch on before we kill this topic.
Why are we killing it?
I think we've covered it pretty well. But the mega fight. I've never seen Mike in a fight before, except for basketball.
Oh yeah,
That was crazy. That was like the fucking Mike's whole. No, you didn't fight, but like I've never seen like you were like
family.
ready. That was like family. That was family business right there.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom was there too.
Yeah.
I felt that was the worst. No, that was the
mom.
worst part. That was the worst part. That I had to like do that in front of my mom. Like,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
worst part. I felt bad about it.
So Mike has 3 brothers, and he's the oldest, and then the second youngest.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. What happened? He went for a layup and got like absolutely smashed.
No, he was literally just standing on the other side of the court and someone's dribbling the ball down. So he's just still chilling there waiting to play defense, right?
Yeah.
Another guy runs down the court and the ball's not even past half court yet.
Yeah.
And he just like bumps my brother and just keeps running.
Yeah.
And we're all like, what the fuck, right? So my brother obviously is not going to take that.
Yeah.
You know, he goes to him and he pushes him back, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what happened, but maybe some other people came and then I definitely was going to go in.
Yeah.
And then my 2 brothers are like bigger than me. I'm in size, right? But I'm going in, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to go behind the other guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to grab my brothers. I'm going to grab the other guy, if anything, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was kind of pissed. So it was a lot of shoving. Like I was shoving those guys sometimes in the neck too, right? Like
That was not.
Oh, that was crazy.
And the basketball, when you get in a basketball fight,
It's a
I
fight.
feel like it cuts deep.
if you
Yeah.
if you
'Cause
fight in basketball, it's a fight.
That's
yeah.
and it lingers because even after the fight.
yeah, no, the game like tainted after that. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
tainted,
man.
for sure.
Oh, because in hockey, it's just
time.
it's a
like-
part of the game.
Part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Basketball's
you know what
not.
I noticed in recent times, especially in basketball? There's no more like sportsmanship. It's all about trash talking.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And like doing and like you're too small
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
I've actually like
It's-
every time I see clips now of like the youngest kids,
Dude,
everyone showboats,
7-year-old.
everyone does. Someone gets a layup and they do this
Yeah,
or like
yeah, yeah.
this or like it's like everything is a celebration. It's like what the fuck happened to just like you just play the game and there's sportsmanship
no
and you
defense.
fucking like pick someone up if you hit them down.
There's
and
no
like,
defense. It's dead. The sport's dead. It's just who can shoot more.
Who can score more?
Who can score more? For real, dude. Like it's like even in the league,
Offense has gone
even in the
far.
NBA, dude.
Oh, yeah, NBA is
dude. Like,
no
what was
defense.
it? Sacramento and Clippers. 300-point game. What the fuck? What the fuck were they doing? It was like a shooting game. Even the fucking All-Star game was just a layup
that got-
competition.
yeah.
Like it was so like there's just like
they had the lowest viewing record.
yeah,
in
like bad.
oh dude, I don't
many
blame. That
years,
was
20
that was
years,
and it sucks because Tatum like went off, but like
And you were there. Did you see any events?
we
or
were
no?
we were about to buy tickets. I saw it as low as
It was in Utah?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
there for
they
the
were there for
All-Star
that.
game though. The All-Star game was like 2 weeks
I
ago.
went to 2 other games. I went to the 2 other
But it was
Utah
all-
games. But the
oh.
All-Star game was literally there. We were literally
They were there during the All-Star game. Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I walked into the stadium. Dude.
Yeah, he was there with the transitioning.
So yeah, no. I wanted to
She-Hulk. They Hulk.
I wanted to buy tickets, and I was trying to convince George and another buddy who were both down because I was like, it was at 450 and it was kind of going down USD
For the All-Star game?
yeah, for the All-Star game. And I was like, it would have been worth it because like, how many other opportunities am I going to have to go to an All-Star game? LeBron James is pretty much aged. Like, yeah, I mean, like, so, but I just couldn't, we eventually started going up. It was like 500 USD and I just couldn't justify it. And it was kind of fucking shit anyways. It was,
Yeah.
We
like
watched it-
500 USD to watch them not try. Like, fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, yeah.
If they tried, like, and
Like,
you see all
dude,
the,
la-
like, they used
other,
to.
Yeah, the other 3 years were fucking sick
Yeah.
as fuck. But like the Curry fucking shooting 13 threes in a row or whatever the fuck it was. I remember I was like, fucking what the hell? And he was like
Yeah, I remember,
checking
yeah.
from Jason Tatum went off, but Steph Curry was heat checking from like half.
They really started to try to guard him.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they
and
started getting mad.
Yeah,
and
they're
they
like,
started
no.
guarding him, and he still shot over them.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, they were giving him free looks. The only kind of cool moment was when him and Jaylen Brown went at it
Back and
together.
forth, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was
Shit
kind of
dunk
cool.
contest.
Yeah.
too.
Yo.
Like, oh.
That white guy that they brought up. Just
Everyone's hyping him up. It's like, bro, he's just won because he's white. Like nothing was that impressive.
Wait. You guys don't like you guys didn't like the McClung fucking dunk contest?
It was okay. Like it wasn't like it was nothing is that impressive. Like Aaron
thought-
Gordon was still the best dunk contest. In,
I
like,
thought
recent
McClung fucking killed it.
Nah, I think his dunks were good because he's white. That's what I think.
No, it
genuinely.
isn't because he's 6'2".
That's not that impressive. That's tall as fuck.
That's like
I didn't
Eric.
even see his dunks.
That's Eric jumping over a man through the
Eric's
leg.
6'4", bro, Joe.
6'4", man. Get it right, please.
I will die on
Who
this
is-
hill. I think the
200
Mac
plus?
McClung hype was because he was white.
No, it was because he was 6'2", barely. They probably give him 6'2" on shoes.
No, don't get me wrong. It was good. It was impressive. But like Nate Robinson did better dunks, and he was even shorter.
Not on the dunk contest like that.
Yeah, Nate Robinson jumped over fucking someone massive. Robinson's dunks were sick, and he was shorter.
I was skeptical about McClung's like when he was going to show up. I thought it was going to be whack. I thought he did fucking pretty decent.
Like he definitely won. Like he definitely deserves to win.
He was double clutching. Even the one where he fucking touched
the one off the backboard was clean. That was clean.
You're a hater.
No, I am definitely a hater. But like also, I think the hating comes from the fact that like
he's a YouTuber.
No. Is he a YouTuber?
He
plays in the NBA.
He was like a media guy. He was like big on like I think he was like a youth
kind of social media.
Yeah, I think so. Like with
What
his
team does he play on?
He was in the G League, but then he got a 10-day contract just so he could do the.
He was college. He was college. Then he got like drafted by GSW. Went into like the G League.
So why'd they bring him up for the?
Just literally, they didn't have enough good dunkers for the dunk contest.
I saw one clip of the dunk contest. It was when that dude pulled that envelope off and he went
that was so bad.
And he came down and no one cheered.
The other three guys were like absolute trash. They were garbage and beyond garbage. But I thought McClung, given the fact of his, I just think it's because of his height. Maybe he's white, but like I don't know.
And his skin color. Yeah.
This but being like 6'2", like that's I don't know.
It's impressive, but I think the one thing is like that always like has since like the advent of the internet and shit. Like I remember as a kid, I loved All-Star Weekend. Like I would look forward to it. Like Chris would come over. Like we'd be like watching the dunk contest. It'd be fucking Friday night. I would like look. I dreamed every year of like watching the dunk contest. It was sick. It was a lot of fun. It was entertainment. And then I kind of had a lull. And then like in 2014, whenever that Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine duo
like
back to back, that was like the time my hype came back. And then it's been shit since then. But I also find that since then, with the advent of like YouTube dunkers and shit, like have you what the fuck one guy's name? I forget, but he's objective. Kilganon. Yeah, Jordan Kilganon is like objectively the best dunker in the world, or like one of the best. Like the shit that guy does. Like you can't even like have a dunk contest anymore as the NBA because this guy has done everything with like 10 different variations and he does like the craziest shit.
I 100% agree. Like there's
it's
nothing
not sick anymore.
There's nothing that can like really blow your mind anymore because you've almost seen it all. To me, it's only sick like if you're passing a defender and then dunking on someone while they're actively trying to defend you. You know?
Yes, exactly.
When it's just open, it's almost like too easy now for them.
I don't even know if it's that. I just like it just sucks because back in the day they would like all the all-stars, like they would grab the all-stars or the best dunkers in the league.
Yes.
And they would do it. Like even LeBron James in his whole career never did a dunk contest. Why? Like in his prime, that guy, you've seen the pullbacks he can still do at 38. Like fuck.
Stephen A. Smith was shitting on LeBron because he says like LeBron is the one that really like ruined the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't take it seriously. Like it kind of is an example to tell everyone else to like not care about.
Jordan won it,
which
like,
is too bad. It would be cool.
Yeah, like the GOATs won it, like Carter, like good players.
Was it Jordan's fucking like the free throw line jump or whatever it was, like where he fucking flew?
No, that was like that's the brand. Literally, the logo was from the dunk contest.
He was jumping from freaking like the free throw line, like. But like that was the thing. Like all the biggest names would do the contest, and then. Like you said, then like LeBron,
All-Star Weekend. That's what All-Star Weekend stands for, right?
Because I don't like. Who cares if a YouTuber can be like the sickest dunker? I want to see fucking
the best player in the league, who's also like the best jumper. You know? Like,
like I'm just trying to think of someone like I don't know, even if. Like even Giannis, if Giannis like practiced for a week to do something, because I guarantee if you gave Giannis a week to fucking figure out some dunks,
sure they can.
At his athleticism, he'd probably do something insane. And seeing Giannis do it would be like cool, right? Like if Giannis did it through the legs, I'd rather see Giannis do it through the legs than someone do through the legs, double clutch, 360, whatever, right? Like I don't give a fuck about that. Nobody. You go there to see the fucking best players in the world do it.
I think like All-Star Weekends, they used the advent of them.
Yeah,
is a cool idea. I mean, look at like the NFL. Nobody watches that All-Star Weekend.
I didn't know what they have.
It's like Tom Brady just throwing through a fucking hoop. It's like watching two Dolphins.
And then they play flag football now.
What? Really? See, I don't even.
Are you kidding me?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they play flag. It's like touch flag football.
Just so they don't get hurt. I mean, I guess that makes
football. And the problem is a lot of those All-Stars are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
So they don't want to get hurt for a fun game.
But I think the NHL, they're in like a golden age because you're having all these like the media players, the kids who grew up watching, you know, the great players now, and the NHL is in an age where like literally the best. Like
really,
like, dude.
I'm gonna cut back. I'm gonna cut back and say they're in a golden age. I'm gonna say maybe in talent, but in viewership, NHL is on a decline hard.
Is it?
Yeah, they're now the 5th most viewed sport in North America.
And where were they once?
Them.
MLS?
Yeah.
It's getting bigger.
Wow, that's terrible.
The World Cup of last year really blew up soccer.
Yeah.
Right?
You think so?
Oh, big time, big time.
I don't know, but like when I saw that NHL is now the 5th, like, and I remember in Utah we were all talking about this, like, how do you make hockey more viewership, like attendee, like Gretzky. I think in the 80s and 90s you had like that golden, 90s and early 2000s you had the golden era with freaking 80s and 90s with Gretzky, but like you don't have that poster child. Every league needs that poster child. NFL without Brady right now is going to be tough.
Like he's the
Is he that good?
McDavid,
the greatest player to ever play.
Yeah,
Right?
like
McDavid,
ever,
Like
like,
ever.
yeah,
Like
better than Gretzky.
how
Better than Gretzky.
Better than Gretzky. Yeah.
Wait,
how hard does he dominate?
He's like on another level, dude.
It's crazy.
If anything, I would even go as far as saying
No.
he's the most dominant athlete in sports right now.
I think
Really?
Name another one.
I think
I can't.
Does he score a goal every game type shit?
He's on a 8-game point streak, and he scored 3 points. He's on a 2-goal. He scored 2 goals in his last 5 games each. Like 2 goals, 2 goals, 2
He's
goals.
averaging 2 goals a
and
game.
his team is losing. He's scoring the only points for his team.
Fuck.
And he has
the
let me just
craziest
finish.
shit, too.
He has 100 and I think right now he's 115 points in 60 games. And that's almost it's like 1.89 points
crazy,
a game.
man.
Nobody's averaged that since like Mario Lemieux in like
What's a
91.
point? What grants a player a point? A goal or like assist?
goal-
and shit?
goal. and
assist.
assist.
Goal and assist.
But if you're on the ice and the other team scores, you minus a point, right?
That's not a point. That's like a plus. It's like a different
okay.
metric. But so take into account, he has 115. The next guy has 90,
Damn.
who is also on his team, who is also really good.
And they're still losing.
And they're winning now. Like the trade deadline
Okay.
just hit. They're adding a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
But then the next guy below him is on Tampa Bay, who's he's really good too, but he has like 89 or something.
Damn.
Okay.
So he's almost 30 points ahead of everyone. He should be making LeBron money, is what
he is like a generational talent, and he's definitely amazing. But I don't think he tops Gretzky at all. Gretzky
said it himself.
Gretzky had 100.
How do you say it? Gretzky said
Because
it. He's like, "You're better than me."
Gretzky is being humble. It's like he's being humble. He had 120 assists in one season. Just assists, not including his other goals where he made it up to 200 points. 200 points.
Is that like the
No one is
highest point season?
No one is touching that record for like, I don't know, McDavid, maybe if he has like the most crazy year ever, but having 200 point season. And
Did he also win that season?
Gretzky, he may have.
Probably. He won like 4 cups.
He has like a couple
4
cups with
rings.
Edmonton
okay.
and Los Angeles.
None with Los Angeles. He only won with Edmonton.
No, he won one with Los Angeles.
Oh, never won.
Fact check?
Fact check. He never.
You know what?
I know.
I
for a
trust
fact,
you. I
but
trust you. I trust
He
you.
never won. But so I'll argue with you with this. So the players back then,
I know.
they were boozing and smoking.
The goalies were weaker.
And the goalies weren't as good.
defense was
Dude,
not
trust
as...
me, the goalies now are amazing.
Yes, the butterfly, everything, all that.
Dude, with the butterfly and all.
What is that?
this.
New technique?
It's just
Yeah.
like the way they like...
When you close
Stance.
your knees together, so
Yeah.
you block the ball.
It's like
You couldn't do that before?
No,
they
were
didn't really
just not
know
as
about
flexible.
technique, yeah.
It wasn't
No,
like
it's
as
not.
it wasn't as efficient. Just like threes. You weren't told to shoot threes, and then now it's like you do the math, and it's like
Yeah, you should-
mathematically
yeah.
it makes more sense to shoot a three.
Dude, the players that are playing now got to study the greats of that era, and now you're watching guys that are almost genetically modified who are playing like high level hockey from an early age, grinding, and only like Gretzky, Lemieux, like these guys who were top 10 players in the league, they played every single day practice. Now you have players that are like grinding every day to want to be the best. Yeah. And I think in the last 20 years it's showing that, like, you have guys who are like doing trick shots that you would see on the internet. They were doing them in games now. Like now it's becoming to that point where
I don't know.
It's the same argument with Jordan and LeBron. You know, like most people would say,
No, but the thing is,
you know, it's hard to say who's better, but a lot of people would make the same arguments. Like nowadays, NBA, it has progressed so much, and the game is just so
Like
much
LeBron
better.
has to be better, you know?
1v1, most people say LeBron would win, but still they wouldn't say that LeBron is better than Jordan because Jordan is more influential.
well,
Yeah.
the problem.
Like they say he's a GOAT just because of everything else, but 1v1, I think people say LeBron would win.
but with
Just like I think same thing with McDavid.
with
and-
LeBron and Jordan, the argument is always they're two different players. Like,
Yeah.
if you really wanted a comparable, is like if Kawhi was healthy for his whole career and at top level, Kawhi would probably be closer to Jordan if anything, than LeBron would be. But the argument with McDavid is McDavid and Gretzky are literally one-to-one copies.
Really?
Their style, their pace, their speed, the way they play, it's literally carbon copy. Like they're one-to-one.
I wouldn't even go as far as saying like one-to-one because Gretzky was known for his like playmaking. So like he had the spot behind the net.
But he still had like
He still had great hands and shooting, but it was his sense. Like he could almost ultra instinct the other team. That was his thing. He wasn't like a sniper. He wasn't like a guy who could do a crazy move. But he was always able to be one step ahead. That was Gretzky. So that's why he got so many points and he got so many set guys up. So they just built a team around him. And that's the idea. You want to build a team around. But like a guy like McDavid, I've mulled over like hours of his highlights. Like I'm not kidding.
Yeah, one of those like weird poster boys. You get a picture of Gretzky, picture of McDavid. Who's the goat? Who's the goat?
I'm not like a stan for McDavid, but I have to respect when
How old is he?
respect is due. He's 25.
Okay.
And he has 4 scoring trophies already, 4 MVPs, I think 3 or 4.
But do we got the cup though?
He doesn't have a cup. But hockey's not the same as basketball. Whereas
I think every sport, if you don't have a cup, if you don't have like the championship,
right.
you'll never be considered.
I agree. But hockey is not like basketball.
And it helps
where
when
you can just build a super team in a year.
No, but look,
where that I think is a little cheating.
yeah, but like look at the Penguins, Malkin and frickin' Sidney Crosby duo. They frickin' have what, 3 chips together?
But it was not just Crosby.
He
and
still-
Malkin. It
he
was
still-
like the depth of the team.
He
Like,
still
they
has-
wouldn't have won. You can ask them by themselves. If you ask Crosby what won you the cup in whatever year, he's gonna be like, well, we had the guys behind us too.
But that is like it's always
the
a
video will support.
It's
them.
always a cop out. You think LeBron doesn't say that? Like he doesn't.
Hockey's a
He doesn't
team
talk
sport.
about Ray Allen's shot
Yeah.
or Kyrie Irving's shot or who else? AD in the freaking finals.
Yeah.
Like it's
How
sportsmanship.
many minutes does LeBron play a game? 30, right? 32.
Right now, in playoffs, you're playing like 40.
So there you go. So
I know.
the starting
Yes.
lineup plays the entire game.
Yeah.
Right? When we play, starting lineup plays the entire. Well, most of the time,
That's
unless
how
I'm
it goes in
tired,
basketball, yeah.
Starting lineup plays the entire game. In hockey, you can't do that.
Lines.
You play one
Lines.
1 minute shift,
Really?
1 30-minute shifts, and you come off. McDavid will play 26 minutes a game, which is crazy.
That
Usually guys
Is that just because you just can't like the stamina's
You
not
can't.
there?
You can't
Yeah.
skate.
No, it's
Like you can't be on the ice for more than like 2 minutes.
You'll
Like
die.
you'll
Really?
at a high level. You just can't use when their puck is stuck in their end and you see they can't get a line change for like 3 or 4 minutes. I know my betting self when I'm like betting on that team and puck can't get out. I'm like they're gonna score a goal.
If you were to watch hockey from like a bird's eye view and have like ray tracers around each player, you would just see like just lines going around like this all the time. Like they don't stop moving.
Yeah,
they
true,
don't
they
stop
don't
moving.
stop,
yeah.
Only the goalies are stopping. In basketball, if you were to do the same thing, you would see guys running up like this, stopping, and then just like
Yeah,
hovering,
play around
stopping,
there, yeah.
hovering, stopping, jumping in, and then lightly jogging back, and then stopping, playing defense.
If you don't have the ball, you're not skating. You're not running hard. Yeah.
I'm not saying, dude, obviously I played basketball. We played and it's fucking endurance sport. But like hockey too is like there's physical aspect.
Yeah.
So usually top line defensemen, like if you're on the top pair of defensemen, usually you play 26 minutes a game because there's less defensemen to cycle you out. McDavid's playing the same amount of minutes as those defensemen. So he's on the ice so much.
No, he's good. But
He's amazing. Athletically, he's amazing.
I'm sorry to anybody who is still way too early to even compare him to Gretzky.
That's fair.
Like you said, he's like 24, 25. You know what? 4 or 5 more. Get him to like around his late 20s or like 30s. Then you know what? Slap that argument with his resume. But right now, people, there's like sports. What do they call sportsticians? What do you want to call them? Like people that
like statistics and shit.
Statisticians.
Sports statisticians.
Yeah, sports statisticians. Whatever. Sports
The world's most illiterate podcast. Let's go.
But some people say Gretzky is like the greatest athlete in history.
Really?
In all sports.
Gretzky?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. for a
Federer in
second.
tennis.
No.
Serena Williams, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Who else? You can name people. Some probably cricket
Brady.
guy. Huh?
Brady. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Michael Phelps.
Michael
Michael Phelps.
Tiger
yeah,
Woods.
Michael
Yeah,
Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
The new women's swimming champion,
Oh yeah,
Leah Thompson.
She's a dummy.
Leah Thompson, dude, goated.
Monster. Yeah.
Goated.
Well,
She's a
Mike
fucking
Tyson.
beast,
No,
man.
like there's a lot of people that put Gretzky in terms of like domination of a sport as number
Really?
one. More than Messi.
I don't,
More
even,
than
I don't even know if I've seen like more than 2 clips of Gretzky.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So
There's no way I can say he's ever the most influential.
I'm a hockey fan,
biggest-
and I would not put Gretzky even in the top 5. Maybe 5. But
I don't know what he looks
I
like.
can think of like.
what are you, a Rocket Richard fan over
Roger
here?
fan.
You watching
No.
him in the 40s?
No, I just don't think like he just wasn't that. He's the greatest hockey player right now to have ever, with all the accomplishments.
He literally
the
put
records
hockey on
and
the
shit.
map.
Yeah, he did.
Wait.
Him and Jordan were 2 guys
dominant
that put
athletes. I
the
think there's
sport
more dominant
that put the
athletes than
sport
Gretzky.
on the map.
Can we just pop back to the fact that hockey is below MLS? That's crazy to me. That's that.
Yeah,
low
have you been to an
popularity.
MLS game though?
No, is it lit?
Fuck.
Yo,
as fuck,
dude,
man.
they were like the TFC game. I'm not.
Soccer game.
I'm
Hey,
not
should we go?
Soccer is so fun
Dude,
to
is it
watch.
cheap?
Like I don't know. We've been
Yeah, it is.
slacking, bro. We've been slacking.
Dude, out of
I'm
all
down.
the
This shit's
atmospheres,
crazy.
going to a Leafs game, going to a Raptors game, going to a Jays game, TFC actually blew the fucking mind. Bro, the hyper fans were going crazy. Fucking fireworks when they scored, like nonstop let go, like cheering.
And like when they get close, everyone's like slamming on the
Yeah.
stands. You hear the whole crowd go
And-
oh and shit. Like
And the best part is there's no booing. I go to a Leafs game, it's all suits. If the
Yeah,
Leafs are,
it's boring,
if the
yeah.
Leafs are down 1-0, all you hear is the drunk fat guy going, fuck you. What are you doing, Matthews? You're fucking trash. Get on the bench. Raptors game, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But like the atmosphere is only there when it's like a serious game. Jays, everyone's just drunk and leaving in the
Yeah,
sixth
no,
inning.
I would rank TFC
Raptors.
and then Leafs and then Raptors as
Really?
like
You think-
sporting events in fun order.
You think Leafs is more exciting than
Yeah,
Raptors?
like even when they
not
like
us.
when they shine down that light onto the ice and they make cool graphics and
Yeah,
shit and
yeah.
turn the lights on and off and like
For me, it's just
yeah,
like
it's a lot more fun.
For
than
me, it
Raptors.
just sucks. Like when the Leafs are losing or not doing hot, it's just like there's no backup. TFC fans were behind. We watched them lose against Atlanta? The fans are behind. Actually, I think they won, but like they were losing. The fans were behind them the whole time. I like cheering them on nonstop. The drums
Yeah.
that they hit,
Yeah.
like it was like I was like,
That's
what
fun.
the fuck?
I would want to see. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think
It'd be fun.
we should go to one. It's not
No.
it's not that expensive, right?
No, like if you, I was this close to buying
Yeah.
I was this close to buying season tickets for like it was
1800.
$1,800. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I was so close to doing it. I fucking flopped and I'm kind of sad.
I think Michael, like at McGregor. I think his parents have season tickets.
Yeah, my brother-
because he's brought Ruslan one time.
Oh yeah.
I think, and dude, and Ruslan said it was a fucking blast.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
blast. It was so fun. I regret not going to that because I was like, fucking, why would I go to an MLS?
Was
game?
that the time that we all like who all
I went with Matt once. I don't know.
No, I should. Oh, it was Matt. Matt was there. I had season passes from my brother-in-law, and I took Mike and Hennessy, and then Matt showed up with Alistair and I think other people. I don't know, but it was a fucking time and a half.
That would be-
We had tacos and
Oh, it
stuff.
was me. I was there.
Yeah.
But we didn't show up together.
No,
I went with Matt and
you saw the exact same game.
Yeah,
we
you
saw
guys were all
you
there.
sitting like.
Yeah, but
and
we
then
were in the exact same
Yeah,
game.
but we didn't go together. But we met up after, and then we
We
went
were
to
like
get food
literally,
after
we were on the
or something.
same like row practically.
Yeah,
though.
but like pretty far
Yeah.
down. You stood up, we stood up, and we saw
Yeah,
you,
it
and then
was-
we went to get beers after. or something.
Yeah, we had the tacos. That shit was
that's sick.
fun as hell.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah, what the fuck?
ask
No, I
the
didn't
question
know.
then on the sports topic. Who do you guys think is the most dominant athlete of all time? Second most dominant athlete of all time because number 1 is Leah Thompson. So who's number 2?
Dominant. What do you mean by
Like
dominant?
just like
all
just
around,
the
like,
best.
they killed their sport.
Killed their sport,
Their
or
sport.
not? Okay,
Yeah.
let's not say
Or
all
they the
time.
most
Right
known,
now,
yeah.
say right now. Do you guys know of right now?
Wait, what do you mean? Are you talking about all time or right now?
Well, which one do you think would be easier to answer? Because
All time.
Maybe all
time.
time.
Because the
All
problem is
time.
like all time. That's so because you got like
It's big.
You
So
got
this is good
you got
for discussion.
Muhammad Ali. You got Michael Jordan. You got Wayne Gretzky.
Wait,
Serena Williams.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but no one,
fuck
no
him.
one ever dominated like Floyd Mayweather.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
he's undefeated.
You mean, the
He's
guy,
undefeated.
you mean the guy who dodged Pacquiao?
51-0.
But
You mean-
that's
you
his.
mean
That
the
was
guy
his
who-
style.
you mean
man.
the guy who dodged
Boxing is an
Pacquiao for
offensive
5
defensive
years 'cause he was
sport.
too
we
scared?
call that defense.
No, yeah, career defense. Career.
Wait, so he
defense.
never fought Pacquiao?
Pacquiao wanted to fight him in his prime
He fought Pacquiao
for
twice,
fucking years.
I think.
Yeah,
Fought Pacquiao
Yeah, but
twice.
I
won
don't
both
think
times.
they were ever able to fight in their prime. I think that
no,
was the
because he kept
argument.
dodging Pacquiao.
But
Pacquiao
that's
kept
the whole sport of boxing. It's like
Bro, he kept for 5 years. Pacquiao's like, I'm fighting, and Mayweather's like tossing money. He's like, yeah, Pacquiao, let's fight, and he's like, okay, and he's just like, nah.
Yeah, I agree. That did suck for sure.
Yo,
yeah.
and then when he fought him, Pacquiao was already like out of his
But
prime.
he fucked up Canelo. Like Canelo was a bit younger.
Yeah,
Did they fight once or twice?
I think he fought Canelo once.
He fucked up
Yeah.
Canelo. He did.
But Canelo was a bit younger. If they had fought again,
A couple years later, when Canelo was,
it would have been a good fight. But I still think Floyd Mayweather is.
If Floyd
Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather.
if Floyd Mayweather,
Jake Paul in his prime
just
versus
lied.
Floyd.
I would say Mike Tyson had a better career than Floyd Mayweather.
No.
man.
In his prime, that guy was knocking guys out in the first fucking round nonstop.
Yeah, you're
Dude.
viewing it in the eyes of like just entertainment. But I think
No,
you're
no, no,
viewing
no,
it in
no.
the
years
eyes
does,
of-
does
no,
Floyd
no.
have on his neck, huh?
No.
How many years does Floyd have?
No. Mayweather. No.
Zero.
Mike Tyson was knocking guys out in the first fucking round like no tomorrow.
and Floyd Mayweather doesn't knock people out, but he also never gets hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the
How
two
many times did Mike Tyson get
diametrically
knocked out?
opposed fighters. Mike Tyson was the big, huge, heavy offense, and Floyd embodied
Not even
the
Mike-
defensive aspect.
Mike
the
Tyson
more
wasn't a big
beautiful
guy.
sport. Who?
Mike
Small guy, hard puncher.
Yeah, he's like 5'9",
Well, not small,
5'10".
yeah, definitely not small, but short. He's usually short.
Dude, he looked like a shit brick
yeah.
house. Like,
Yeah,
you ever seen him?
he's like the tallest 5'9" guy you've ever met in your life.
who's his trainer?
Yamato. Customato.
Custamato.
You know
He's
who-
legendary.
You know who I think is the GOAT, genuinely? Michael Phelps.
Steph Curry.
I think so too.
I never
Dude,
watched
he
any of
just
his shit.
like he was
Never lost.
so
Yo.
much faster. He set so many. He set every race is a world record.
Yeah. Do you remember just watching like?
I would agree.
Do you ever watch the Olympics when like you would see Michael Phelps like world record line go and everyone's
Dude,
like,
I was fucked,
everyone's
man.
back here
Like, it-
and his
it
line's
was-
like over
no,
like
it-
dude it is like
Dog,
10 bodies
It
ahead.
was literally like I remember like being a kid and being like my dad would be like, oh, Michael Phelps race. I'd fucking run downstairs, fucking pause my whatever the fuck Gears of War. I don't even fucking mid game. I'm running downstairs. I'm shit. This is the full swimming pool, right? This is like one wall. This is one wall. There's someone here. The world record line's here, and then Phelps is like just touching. He's already done. It's like it was unbelievable how much faster he was.
I wish I watched it at that time.
I remember
And like his body type, like he looked like he was engineered in a lab to swim, like an amphibious creature.
Looks like a stingray. Like,
Yeah.
like when he puts his
Yeah.
arms out, his
Yeah.
wings are huge.
Fuck, and yeah, the iconic stretch.
Yeah.
where you up and then
yeah, he
slap.
does the.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say that's pretty.
You're right.
Like,
I'd say Michael.
but even then, like at the time, you could say the same thing about Usain Bolt.
has anyone like beat his record since? Or
I don't think so.
you would have heard about it.
I
probably.
think
Let me see.
I think
I don't know if I would have heard about it.
I think-
don't,
Leah Thompson maybe.
I want to say there's probably a couple. I want to say someone has challenged one or two of his records,
Let's see.
but I don't think like majority of his records have been touched.
World records. I
wasn't
know
doping or anything?
Usain Bolt's haven't been touched either.
he wasn't doping or anything.
Usain Bolts are not going to be touched in a while. I don't think there's even. I remember like going down a rabbit hole and them saying like there's
Someone beat it. Usain.
no, they beat it, but
918.
like unofficial.
Oh,
It was
I
unofficial.
thought-
It was
yeah.
unofficial.
There will be always someone
Isn't that a-
faster, man. Somebody's gonna get faster.
Well, that's the thing. They
Isn't
said
that
they
an American
said
dude faster.
they said Hakeem.
There's some American dude that's super.
Gallant or
I don't know his name.
Dude, records were made to be broken. Hakeem's was supposed to last. Wilt's was supposed to last forever. Then Hakeem broke it. Then LeBron broke it. And anyone who thinks LeBron's is
Game
not
just evolves.
yeah. LeBron is going to try and play as long
The
as he
next
can.
3-point shooter is gonna come beat it.
That's
Like,
the thing. When the
someone that just
next
splashes
when the
threes,
next like hyper efficient Steph Curry comes into the league, like an even better Steph Curry, they're gonna shatter his record.
Modded,
They're gonna shatter his
the problem
record.
is though is can anyone have the longevity of LeBron?
It's gonna be LeBron's build.
No, a shooter.
Plus that-
No,
plus
a
shooter.
Steph's shot.
No,
That's what it's gonna be.
I'm just saying
A shooter.
like that's fine and all. I think that's definitely going to come down the pipeline. But what my concern is like LeBron had a genuine, unbelievably unlikely long tenure, like with no injury.
yeah.
Jordan broke his leg. Fucking Curry's like a glass cannon. Like every major celebrity has a major like athlete has been injured. Like even Usain Bolt had injuries. Phelps fucking got caught smoking pot. Everyone usually has their downfall. LeBron has just nothing. Nothing. He's had one cramp like 2 fucking playoffs ago. You
He's
know?
out right now.
Yo,
Yeah,
the,
yeah, he is
The
out right
one
now, yeah.
the one injury this motherfucker has in his whole fucking career.
What was that game you bet on?
It was the one fucking injury that guy has in his whole tenure in his whole fucking career was the one time I was gonna go see him live.
Really?
It was Dallas versus Lakers. I was there for a company
Oh,
trip,
yeah.
and I'm like, I get to see LeBron. This is gonna be sick. And then no, he's not making because of a groin injury, and that like lasted for like it was literally like a week before or something like that,
Yeah.
and it was like it lasted for 3 months. They didn't make the playoffs. So I was like, the fuck? I'm like, the one time this robot gets injured when
I know,
I'm supposed to
what the
watch him.
fuck?
When I'm supposed to watch
I
him.
didn't do an oil change fast
I
enough.
still want to see him play before he retires.
Yeah, actually, I never thought thought about that, but we probably should.
Like even if it's Detroit, Cleveland, we have so many
Let's go
options.
to cheap game. Yeah.
Detroit,
Cheap game.
Cleveland, Toronto. I say Detroit and Cleveland.
What about
'cause
Nets? Like,
actually, Cleveland might be. Oh, he's
76ers.
Oh, the problem is because he's West Coast now, so he only plays. He only plays once
Division?
once
In the other
East.
division?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the East. So you only. So I don't know if he's already played in Toronto. I don't think Lakers have played Toronto this year, have they?
I have no idea.
Maybe they
don't know.
did. Oh, they got the game winner on us. I think
Did they?
the white guy.
Damn, that is sad. I do want to see him.
Well, think about like, yo, did you hear about like all the fucking Cleveland fans that were fucking rattled? Like, Golden State was supposed to go to play Cleveland, and people, like a lot of people are like Golden State fans, obviously because of Curry and Clay, and because they only play Cleveland once, you only have one opportunity to see them a year.
Yeah.
And then they rested their whole fucking main bench. Everyone, Draymond, Clay, Curry. I think Jordan Poole too. Like literally, you saw like a G League team. Imagine paying like $300 preseason or like 2 months before to see like the whole star lineup, and they're like, "Yeah,
get
we're
nothing.
resting the whole team against Cleveland."
You get a high school basketball team.
Like it's so cheese. At least I got to see Shea and freaking Markkanen drop 40 each. In Utah.
That was when they transitioned into talking about your Utah trip because you saw the Utah Jazz play.
Yeah,
Twice?
Yeah, twice.
How much was that?
Both games.
How are you affording that?
Both
Show me your bank account right now.
both tickets combined were 50 Canadian.
Like,
Took out a quick loan at cash 2 days.
Bro, some of them, some of them were some of them were as low as like when I was first saw it was like as low as 8 USD.
were you sitting in the moon?
Yo,
wait
you're in a
outside.
blimp.
Yo, the Vivint Stadium Arena. Yo, it's like this designed in 2 levels, not 3 like 2 or 3 levels, like 100, 200, 300. It's like 2 levels. And although my photos don't do justice and it makes it look like I'm very far away,
You can see pretty well.
It's a very like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, whereas like I feel like the Scotiabank Arena it like stretches out.
Yeah.
This one like stretches up.
Okay.
So you don't feel as far away from the players. Like it didn't like it was the first time where I was in the like the higher.
Picture looked pretty high.
No, because I did 0.5.
0.5.
I did 0.5.
that's
So
why,
I grabbed the whole stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it looked like
I'm
I
like, what the fuck? You
You bought the 0.5 seats.
Bruno's in the moon.
Yeah, no. I did that because I wanted to catch the whole arena. And yo, Utah fans are the fucking most unreal
Would never guess it.
fans.
Would never guess
Dude,
it.
they have been known for being huge basketball fans. Bro, that freaking what is it called? Because the game I saw was when Shea dropped 39, Markkanen dropped 40, and it went to overtime. And
That's
like, dude,
sick.
the
Did
arena-
everyone go see it or did just you?
all of us,
Nice.
dude. The arena was hype as fuck. I've never
dope.
seen Utah.
I don't know
it
one
was
player
so
on
it was
Jazz.
so loud. Markkanen, he's like Jordan Clarkson.
Markkanen,
Lowry
is that a
Oh, yeah,
rapper?
I know.
Yo, he looks like one.
I love marketing.
I love Markkanen. But no, the Utah fans were ridiculously loud. Like it was actually ear piercing. I've never. It was like a concert loud. I was like, holy shit.
That's sick.
No, but it was.
How was the food there? What'd you guys eat? Like, how was like what were the
Slop.
restaurants? Were they like pubs?
Go slow.
Go to see
Chicken fingers. Who else?
What do you think with the most frugal Ukrainians in the world? What do you think I was? Costco. That's how it was.
Fuck.
You didn't go to a restaurant?
No, we had sushi. It was pretty good. And then we went to a pub, but most of it was like, dude, our schedule was so like, we were up at 5 o'clock like every day
Wow.
to get to the mountain. And then
Did you have to get there?
How far were
Yeah.
you from the mountain?
not that far, but we had to take transit because like there's
Public
like,
transit?
because there's yeah. You want to hear the story?
What are you,
So like
poor?
most of them,
Poor.
so most of
Bus
them,
fare?
most of the mountains are like pretty accessible through road, but there's one road that takes you there, and it's one of the only roads in North America that gets avalanche checked. So they'll close the roads because if they have to do avalanche bombing, so like so there's no like snow that falls because we got 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
2 feet of snow.
That's crazy.
Not 15 centimeters, not 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters. We got 60 centimeters of snow, 50 something, and 12, like pretty much 12 hours.
That's fucked.
Yeah, like it was. I've never seen a dumping in my life. I was like, when I saw the message,
probably wouldn't leave. I
when I
probably
saw
wouldn't go.
when I saw the
Stay
message,
home.
it was to the point where there was almost too much snow that you couldn't get there.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've never heard of too much snow.
2 feet, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking snow, but yeah, no. So we had to take public transit. We had to wake up at 5, get ready, do our thing, drive to like the bus stop.
You guys had a rental car?
Yeah, we had rental cars. Yeah, you're not allowed to go up the mountain unless you have 4x4 or chains.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, it's like
You probably wouldn't want to get
serious.
stuck.
yo, this is a serious mountain. Like this is not your play around. This isn't
What's
like
it called?
a snowbird.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes,
It's called mountain.
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 Just mountain. Yeah,
Mountain.
And the thing is cool. The cool thing is that transit actually gets priority. So once everything gets clogged, there's police patrol, and then they let all buses through no matter what, and cars have to wait like in a while. There was a guy on the lift who told me that because he left his house half an hour too late, he got stuck in transit, and just to get from the intersection to the top of the mountain, which is like a 8-minute drive, took him an hour and a half.
Wow. That sucks.
He was stuck in stop and go. So he
pull
left
my
his house.
brains out.
He left because he didn't leave an extra half an hour.
Stop and go. That's like in and out, or
Gas station.
But yeah, no, it's just it was an unreal experience. I would say the trip was more of like a skier's experience.
Yeah.
Like when I
you
went
guys
to
skied every day.
Yeah, did you literally ski all
was
day, get tired, and go
dude,
home?
it was
and
a
How much was one day of skiing cost? Like, what does that cost?
bro, holy fuck! When we got the Icon Pass, so it was like $700, and we have
for per person.
yeah, but the Icon Pass doesn't just go to that mountain; it goes to like I think it's like 40 different mountains, Japan.
You guys got
France.
it for free, or
No,
including
we
your pass?
paid it. Yeah, we got 5 free days there.
so why didn't you fly to Japan with that?
Yeah, I know. Go fuck yourself.
pass.
Great deal for.
So $700 each day if you want to ride there.
Yeah.
That's 700 Canadian. If you want to ride there for one day, 197 USD.
Wow.
So amazing.
It is the richest white person sport ever.
Dude, when people,
I literally can't afford to go skiing. I've wanted to.
the Icon Pass has paid for itself through Blue Mountain and that, and I'll probably go a couple more times with snowfall. But yeah, no, like
So what? So how long did you get? So the Icon Pass is $700 for
The year.
How much?
yeah, for the season.
For the season.
For the season. I can go to Blue Mountain and Tremblant unlimited. There's like 10 mountains that are unlimited. So Blue Mountain and Tremblant are 2 unlimited mountains. I think there's a couple on the West Coast, smaller mountains, or one in Vermont or something like that. But like the big mountains, you get like 5. Usually you get like about 5-day passes there. So like we're going to Calgary. We're going to go to like the big 3, all paid for.
When's this?
That's end of March.
Shit.
Yes.
Nice.
And I think they're like around $140 or $150
Same
a
group?
day.
Or?
Yeah. So like the Icon Pass, it's sold out. One of the
They
guys,
sell out?
yeah, they sell out. I didn't even know that. One of the guys and George had to pick it off another guy who wasn't going anymore, and then the other guy had to buy a 5-day pass, which cost him like 1,000 Canadian. But he's and that was just for that. Like,
And everyone else is there for like pretty much free for the 5
like
days.
pretty
That's
much,
cheap.
pretty much free. Yeah. Like I have my pass, so then I can go to Blue Mountain whenever, or I can do whatever after. It's a steal of a deal. Like I'm definitely getting it next year.
When did you buy the Icon Pass? Before you went, or at
November,
At the beginning of the
like
year, yeah.
October or something like that. Yeah,
That's
So,
crazy.
so it includes
expensive.
how many different locations?
bro. It has
It's like worldwide.
Chamonix in France, has the Dolomites in Italy. It has
Courchevel?
Zermatt, so the Matterhorn.
What is Courchevel? Why is it so rich?
Where is that?
I don't know. It's just rich as fuck. France, I think.
I don't know.
It's like iconic rich person.
Yeah.
Really? Chamonix, I don't know. Zermatt, so the Matterhorn.
I've heard- yeah,
On
that's
top,
sick.
the Toblerone Mountain. That's the one that people ride
I
down.
heard you got to Lebron when we get to the bottom.
Yeah,
What
but
about
For
Aspen?
free.
Your ass.
like Aspen and like
I remember like when we were kids, we always hear
And
about
they break
Aspen
it
in
off
movies.
halfway.
Aspen is Colorado. And then it's
Yeah, it's legit. I wonder if it's like super
Aspen,
nice there.
Colorado. Aspen is.
You went to Aspen, right?
No, I haven't. I think next year we're thinking of going to Revelstoke. That's out
What's
west.
that?
Revelstoke is an even more intense mountain than this one, and I didn't think that was even fucking possible. We're just chasing this dragon.
So did
now.
you did you ever ride like greens?
There's no green. Yo, you guys would have been fucked.
Can we go get practice?
I'm down.
I really want to
I know
join
it
you guys.
sounds
Like,
sick.
You guys would
literally
have been
cannot.
fucked. The blues were blacks. The blacks were blacks. The double blacks were like death. Like, but it was like it was like fun because
So
like
you got blacked by the mountain.
yeah, I got
Literally.
double blacked.
You got double blacked.
Double blacked by the mountain.
Ouch.
But no, like it wasn't. It was intense and the steep. Like there's like steepness of the mountains. It was a lot steeper than Whistler, but I found Whistler was more cliffy.
That much powder would have fucked me up too, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would have been
dude.
fucked.
Dude.
I would have been snowman by the end of the day. For sure.
I remember there's a couple guys that got stuck. For Slava got stuck. Stan got stuck for like solid like 15, 20 minutes.
So you dig yourself out? Like what do
You
you
dig
do?
yourself out. You
So
have to,
if- so
you have
if
to
you-
unlatch your bindings. You have to pretty much you dig through 2 feet of snow, clear it, untap your bindings, then you get out and then walk through 2 feet of snow that comes up to like practically your waist.
Until there's a hill for you to start put your
and then get going. Yeah.
and then when you try to get going, you're in 2 feet of snow.
But the problem
again.
is if you get stuck in like those like near the tree wells or something like that, then you're probably in like 3 or 4 feet of snow. So you're even deeper. Yeah.
That would be fucked. I've seen videos of. I've seen like
The serious tree wells are scary, but
You can die in those.
yeah. But we were doing so many tree paths. It was so fucking sick.
Is that how it's supposed to be, or you guys were
no,
off roading?
I like that's like they're like pretty good. Like they had a whole area of like untouched powder. Like it looked like a fucking blanket, but they had it like taped off
yeah.
because of avalanche control. Like like when you go to a mountain and there's avalanche control, that's when you're skiing. Like that's when you hear the.
That's fucking terrifying.
When you hear
I wish I'd been doing this shit since I was a fucking kid. So I wasn't scared.
I really
so I was
wish-
nice,
yeah.
but I fucking can't.
Not
wish I
even,
was-
dude. Not even. Dude. Slava's girlfriend. She went to fucking Chicopee. She got it on like her first try.
Well, it's not like I can get it on my first try, but it's a matter of I can't go where you guys are going. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. No,
you
No, you
can't.
just said we could at the beginning. I didn't know we can.
I know
no.
it's
Okay,
fucked up.
that was Snowbird.
Who's the worst out of you guys?
I don't know.
Say yourself.
I would
just say yourself.
No, it's not me. But powder, like you have to
Because if Slava fell, that because Slava's pretty nice, right?
Slava was fall. Yeah, everyone's dude. When it comes to powder, it's like it's a whole different ride.
probably not
but
used
the
to it too,
reason,
right
the
here.
main reason we were falling wasn't even because of like just skill. It was mainly because of visibility. The visibility was pretty bad. When it gets really foggy up there,
Yeah.
you literally get like what's it called, vertigo. You
Damn.
feel like you're going up, but you're going down.
Because you can't tell where
You can't
where
tell-
the snow
you can't-
stops and the sky
so
starts.
I ate
right?
shit and I fucked up my knee
Yeah, I was gonna say they
really badly
injure
because
themselves.
there was the second day we were riding and it was like that and I was going kind of fast.
Yeah.
And I could see the guys on my left. I saw Slava and Max and I was keeping up with them and following them and they were going around. But it was so white out that like I couldn't tell the elevations because of vertigo. And then like I just fucking boom. I just like flew head forward, smashed my knee, which is still bugging me right now. But it was like scary because it was just like it was
don't know what
it was the
yeah.
visibility. I just like I thought I was on flat land and then or flat area and then it just like it was like a drop. I didn't see the descent because of the visibility.
Damn.
If without like shitty visibility, it's not that terrifying. Like obviously you gotta practice at Chicopee and make your way to. I feel like if you can master Blue Mountain, like if you can do Blue Mountain, you can pretty much.
But you can do like
yeah.
black diamonds and shit.
Yeah, but I'm not like crushing it. I'm not like those double blocks are still like even the trees are like still kind of like tight. Like I'm not just like fucking
slower,
bombing.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to be considerate.
I'm not
Understand
at that
your
point.
how long
I'm
does-
not at that point where I can control myself that well.
How
yet.
long did
Once
it
I
take
get to that
from
point,
top to
then we're
bottom?
good.
Oh fuck! I got stuck. Well, I didn't get stuck, but like I lost the guys, and like I was trying to cross over to the other mountain, and I had to bomb it twice. I think it took me like 15 minutes.
Holy fuck.
It's nuts.
That's a long time.
It's maybe 2 minutes from Chicopee.
I would
No,
say it's like
30
no,
seconds.
yeah.
less.
No,
yeah, yeah.
Chicopee. If I bomb Chicopee, it's like
bombing it. Yeah,
it's like 10 seconds. I would say I
can
always
milk
think
it, though,
about
for a
songs.
minute,
I always think
minute and
about
a half.
songs. It was like
You listening to music when you do
when I
this?
bombed it, maybe 3 songs.
Always.
3
You
songs.
listen to music when you
Yeah.
snowboard?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, 3 songs. It was 3 songs.
I've been
so
3
4,
times
8,
and
12.
I,
So
I,
like,
would, I would listen to music.
yeah, like 10, 12 minutes if I'm bombing it. Like if I'm cruising, it's different. If I'm bombing it, it's like probably 2
That's
2 to 3
way.
songs.
fucking massive. That's massive.
Yeah.
That's sick. I want to be good enough to be able to experience this because when I went to Tremblant, I was not good enough, but
Yeah,
I was
'cause-
naive, right?
no.
And then we took the gondola up.
What?
And just that gondola ride is like something you have to experience. It's so fun. And just being up on top of the mountain, like looking out, you see like it's ton of snow, but there's like a chalet up there. It's a whole new world that you will never experience unless you know how to snowboard or ski.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you were doing it doing it the way I did it. You're trying to do it the way I did it too. Thing is like you're already bored with boarders and they're already experienced and you try and keep up with them.
Yeah.
And that's when you like risk injury or you go to areas that are too difficult.
and it's like I'm not gonna make you guys go on the green with me, you know?
No,
like it's just it doesn't work.
It's
yeah.
a thing where like I don't even care if like anyone wants to go to like Blue Mountain and like I've already said it. I would like freaking give you guys lessons or what or like try and help you guys out. Like I don't mind. I'd rather have more friends that know how to. I would fuck it. Especially with the Icon Pass. Like I would go to Blue Mountain like have you guys like just chill there and like have you guys learn.
Okay,
'Cause-
so next snowfall.
yeah,
let's
that's
go.
what everyone says.
You want
Let's
to
go
go?
to
You want to
Chicopee.
go?
Let's go to
And
Chicopee.
I feel like we're all at the same kind of level. I think maybe you're a little bit
No,
more.
no, I'm
I
not
haven't
bad.
skied.
I'm
I haven't
worse than you
snowboarded in
guys.
2
I'm
years.
worse.
So.
No, Patrick knows how to
Trust me, I'm
ski.
worse.
Like you have done blues.
Patrick's better than me. I know it.
Patrick
yeah.
has done blues. At
Yeah,
Chicopee.
I ate shit.
I know
You got
he's
scared?
better than-
Yeah, I'm scared. No, I'm not nice at all.
But you're better than me. I know it.
Wait, you want to ski?
No,
I'm a skier. I'm a skier.
I want to snowboard. Snowboarding looks cooler.
Snowboarding. Yeah.
Snowboarding is cooler.
just
I just
learning.
don't want to do
You just gotta literally just like you literally have to take a full 8 hours at Chicopee or Blue Mountain and truly just hone in the fundamentals, which is the back heel side and toe side. Heel side's easy, toe side is the scarier one that most people struggle with. Once you figure that out, the mountain's yours. And then that's when it's just risk adverse. How fast do you want to go? How slow do you want to go? Because once you know how to toe and heel and you can carve, it's all a matter of speed control and risk. Like you want to bomb this hill that looks pretty icy, go for it. But if you're not good enough or you don't understand the terrain, you might eat shit. If you want to like go slow down it and then, you know what I mean, pick up speed, it's all like a matter of your own risk and reward.
I
It's
did
like,
that the second time I went when I went, and it was ice. It was all like it was a really cold night, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll figure it out. And I bomb it down like the black diamond
Yeah,
or whatever. The
there's like
black is a blue
at Chicopee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went down to black?
Yeah, well, it's a blue though, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Is what-
much.
From what everyone told me, so I'm like, oh, whatever, I got it, and I bomb it, and man, like I tried to stop coming
You
down at the
skip.
bottom, and I skipped because it
Yeah.
was so hard,
So fast,
and I went, I skipped maybe 8 times, and then
Holy.
I caught the top. I
Oh,
caught
that's the worst.
when I was skidding, and then I went full boom, hit like that, and I bounced like 4 feet in the air, and then rolled, tumbled. I had glasses at the time too; those went flying. There was
No helmet?
No helmet.
yeah.
20 people at the bottom
Because
of
Mike
the.
Shaw called him a pussy.
Yeah, well, 20 people at the bottom of the
Yeah.
hill.
Oh, yeah.
They all come rushing over, and then the first aid comes over, and they're like, first aid was a little late, but the 20 people come over, they're like, oh my god, are you okay? Kind of like waking up at the after I smashed my head, and I just woke up. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, and I just like cracked my neck, and I sit up, and then my glasses are over there. I'm like, can you just get my glasses? And I get up, and I just fucking walk off. And they're like, dude, go, like sit down. I'm like, yeah, okay, I suppose.
So, and I'm not trying to scare
But
you.
I haven't remembered the days before that.
I've
So
never bombed the. I've never bombed the.
I got my
I'm too
memory
scared.
wiped after
Way
the
too
day.
scared.
That's the thing about.
Probably
That's
a
the thing
level
about.
5 concussion.
That's the thing.
Concussion.
And the one great thing about going to mountains is that you get powder. You get and like you get it's a cushion when you fall. Those like really groomed runs at Blue Mountain. I remember I went during the first day. The first day I went there with Calvin, it was icy, so icy.
Like
because
this year?
Yeah, it was like in December. It was like early January when we had like no snow.
Chicopee?
No, Blue Mountain, and like I saw so many people in a hearse because it was so icy. That's where you eat it more.
No, hearse. Went straight to hearse, bro. Holy fuck.
Does someone eat shit? They go ambulance? No. Right to the right. Hearse.
Straight to hearse.
It's waiting already.
Like straight up, like because like those icy conditions are scary. Whereas like when you go on a mountain and there's so much snow, if you eat shit, especially those like we had like honestly it was like a combined like 3 feet of snow within like 2-3 days. Like when you fall in the powder or like you're in a powder, like you don't feel anything. It's just like a cushion. It's those groomed runs at like Blue Mountain or Chicopee where it's like super icy and really freaking like narrow. Where when you eat it, you're just it's like hitting hardwood, right? You just feel it. But no, it's definitely you guys got to jump on it, man.
Dude, I'm
already-
actually like
it's March,
I'm
so-
disappointed. Yeah, I'm actually disappointed in myself this year because this year I actually told myself I really wanted to get better.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It
didn't happen.
Man, it is 8 hours. I'm telling you, it is a full 8 hours at Chicopee. You get there at like freaking, I don't know, 11 or 12. Just figure out your heel, toe. You, it's more like pizza, French fry, pizza, French fry. And then you figure out how to.
Oh no, I can do the whole
Oh,
shit
you can
now.
do that?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that. You're fucking. This guy's actually.
I know
good.
he's decent. I know it.
I thought he was. I thought he was
No,
pizza,
I know
French
it.
fry. This
No,
guy
no,
can
no.
actually
No,
like,
no.
do that.
I know he's
Oh,
decent.
then he's
No,
great.
but like I go too fast and I get scared and I eat shit. So it's like it's
No,
scary.
it's and then that's the problem. Then you
And
gotta
just go
figure out
more
control.
fucking-
Figure out more control. You guys, it's heel, toe. Once you figure that out, but
I'm
like,
not at the point where I can transition perfectly every time. So I don't have the control yet. Once I have that transition perfect, then I can control my speed and then I'm comfortable going
because like,
anywhere.
dude, nothing like gliding on powder. Dude, my dick gets hard as a rock when we were there, and there was moments where I was just gliding on powder, and it was just like, it was unfathomable. It's just so nice. You're bored, you're riding, and then you lose your board.
You can't even see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
you
legs
lose
are
the
in the
board,
snow.
and
Yeah.
it comes
Sorry,
up. and then
SSX.
it comes up, then it disappears. It comes up and disappears,
sweet.
and it's just like, oh man, it's like what a feeling.
And it's like in a way, are you almost weightless?
Yeah, like you're just
You have minimal weight.
Yeah, you're
So
floating.
kind of
Especially if you get stoned a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you're
Did you guys
floating.
ever get stoned or anything or no?
because they don't have weed in fucking goddamn.
Oh, yeah, in
Utah.
Mormon
That was
country,
the
yeah.
one sad thing. I love snowboarding stoned because like you just
we're
'cause-
privileged here. Yeah.
No, because the one thing I realized I love about snowboarding when I'm stoned is that I don't overthink anything. When I snowboard, I get like a lot of intrusive thoughts, like I'm going too fast, I'm wobbling.
I want to
like
smack this old grandma.
like
Yeah, I'm
like
scared of that. Too.
I don't want to hurt
like
someone.
I'm like, oh, I'm going too fast. I'm going too slow. Like, should I go over here? Should I go there? Like, so many things. When I'm stoned, I'm just like music in. I'm just like I had like almost 50 was it 25 or 30 milligrams in Whistler, and I was just. There was a day I got like lost, and I was just like smoking a joint, like drinking a beer, and just like gliding everywhere. And I was
It's those things. Like
Yeah.
I've seen video or pictures of you guys just sitting at the top of the hill, in
Having a
some
beer.
trees, having a beer, just
Yeah.
looking out. You know, like it's stuff
weed
like
was
that.
weed was the one thing I definitely missed because I think they go so hand. I know some people are like, that is so risky. You should not be on the hill stoned. Like you could hurt somebody. But it's like I'm not smoking buckets to the point where
Yeah.
I can't stand straight. I'm
Now
like,
they're gonna tell me I can't drink and drive. Like,
yeah,
Come on.
I can't believe it.
no, but it is literally.
Left these.
It's like literally the greatest thing. Smoking a joint, like when the best memory was being stoned and then smoking a joint from peak to peak, Blackstone to like Whistler. That was like a fucking
nice.
It's dude, and that's the thing. Being in like the mountains, it's like an experience that
Yeah.
you can't like.
Yeah.
I remember taking so many. Like we had the first Bluebird Day in which was the last day, unfortunately, at Utah. Bluebird Day is like when it's like clear skies.
I've only had those, which is nice. I went to
They're
Jacob
the
another place and it was nice.
They're
as
the
fuck.
best. When you have Bluebird Days, clear skies, blue as day. You can see the whole mountain range, the canyon cavity. I was like, dude, like I just take a second and I just like take it in, like soak it in.
It's
like,
it really is like breathtaking.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
like
is.
Whistler too. Whistler, we had so many I think I had 3 Bluebird Days. I remember so many times just being taken away by.
Bruno, the type of guy to be at the top of the mountain going, and then everyone going, dude, what, are you okay? And he's like, my breath is gone.
I forgot. Elevation. Holy fuck. The base elevation of the mountain
Yeah.
is as high as Whistler's Peak.
Oh wow.
We were like,
You got no oxygen.
yeah.
Wait, where you
Because-
go up on the gondola? That's
So
the top
we're,
of
like
Whistler.
no, like
Yeah.
sea level,
Yeah, in relation to sea level.
like relation to sea level. The top of Whistler, which is 2,400 meters, that's the base of Snowbird. So we were up another like we were up like 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So you could when we were riding.
Yeah, you'll feel
you
4,000.
could
Oh,
could
for
feel
sure.
you could feel the like your breath.
That's like halfway to Everest.
Yeah. So like
Yeah,
it was.
seriously.
No, he's not wrong. No,
That's
it,
Everest is like 8,000, 9,000.
yeah. So like
That's
you
fucked.
could like definitely feel it in your breath. It was crazy, but I don't know. It was that fucking
Low oxygen there for sure.
Yeah, it was
especially if you gotta take off your binding or take off your board and walk a little bit.
But I
like-
didn't see too many people in hearse. No one was like no one was in a hearse.
That's good.
No one was in a hearse when I was there. Like there's also because of powder days, it's hard to injure yourself unless you're doing like backflips, which I saw one guy do a
Fucking
backflip off a cliffside
That's
with
sick.
like an 80-degree angle. I was just like, when I saw that, I was like,
You land it?
I'm a bitch.
He landed.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Dude.
Skis though.
Like literally a cliffside. You have to cook it. Hits a 360 land. I remember being like, "Yo, that was sick," and the guy was like, "Thanks." I was like, "Bro."
Does it all the time.
I'm like,
You meet him at the bottom of the hill. You're like, dude, that was sick. He takes off his thing. It's Marcus Cleveland, and he's like, thanks, Bruno.
I'm such a bitch. When I see those type of guys, I just feel like such a bitch. Because I don't do park or anything like that because of just like risk
It's
adverse.
it's not worth it. It's just, I want to ride. I just want to get good enough that like I could do
I just
that.
I just
I think
enjoy-
I would enjoy it. Like
Yeah,
I would
it's
enjoy
just-
trying to hop up on a little bar when I get good enough.
yeah.
You know, like,
It's like the whole experience of just
not
like
a fucking backflip like that.
That's my buddy Mitch does that, eh? He does
Yeah, it's
train
nuts.
park.
That's sick.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. My cousin does too. It
looks fun, like, yeah.
that place didn't even have a terrain park. That place was like for like that was like
What's it called? Train or train?
terrain
Hearst.
park.
I always thought it was train park.
No, terrain.
Terrain.
Oh, terrain.
All terrain park.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Lorraine.
They didn't even have one. They didn't even have one there. when I was there.
Probably because it's too fucked.
Yeah. So the neighboring mountain, which is like I think one on like on the side of it or whatever, just as big. It's called Alta.
Yeah.
Skiers only.
You had it all to yourself?
Is that serious?
It's the only mountain. It's that old white money.
That's racist.
The only, yeah, right.
You go with your
Skiers
mates.
only.
the only
My
the-
mates.
It's all mates.
There's Yeah, 2 mountains. Alta's one of them. They're the only skier mountains.
Like ski only?
Ski only. In,
Why?
I don't know. An
No
old white
snowboarders allowed here.
An old white guy was just like,
No,
hey,
no.
snowboarders smoke and drink. Not letting that happen.
Literally.
Not letting that.
Skiers have such like a
Oh,
trying to
dude,
kill your buzz, man.
bro.
Fuck skiers, man.
And on catwalks, so like there's areas on like the mountain where you're going down, it's like a blue, so you have pace. And then it gets to like a catwalk if you try to get to another side around. So it levels out a lot. As a snowboarder,
You got to keep speed.
you got to keep speed or you just, you got your poles when you're a skier. I remember so many times around the catwalk, they would just stand there or they'd just be in the way. So you have to fully brake, take off your one binding,
and then start pushing. Because that motherfucker was in your way.
because the skiers are in the way. They do not give
That's
a
the most
fuck.
annoying.
Skiers have no fucks on the mountain.
Skiers drive EVs, man. I swear.
Yeah, they do.
Snowboarders drive jacked up Rams.
No, they have like their
They drink and drive with their jacket.
Drinking and driving. They got a bottle of Jack under the seat.
skiers show up in their Q8s with their skis in their perfectly nice Thule.
Snowboarders got the work F-150, yo. The work truck.
They got the work truck with the gas card.
You know what the biggest thing I hate about snowboarding is when you have to do that 1 foot push.
Yeah.
And that
was-
was the most annoying.
that was
You
a-
kind of you get it's difficult in the first place, and you kind of get off a little. You're in like a
Yeah.
weird
And a
angle.
lot of these,
I'm not good at it.
a lot of these old head mountains is what I call them, because like a lot of these mountains
Made
were
for skiing.
they were designed for skiing and made for skiing. Is that they have a lot of those like slow down areas.
We're usually halfway down a mountain
there was
and then it levels
there was
out
a
and
lot
then-
of times when we first got there and we were figuring out the mountain that we started remembering areas where you have to cook it or you will just
You're gonna
die
have to push,
or you're
yeah.
just gonna die. So eventually we figured that out, but I was like, those are so fucking annoying. When you have to debind, it is like the most annoying thing ever.
Kills your whole body.
Especially when you're in fucking like 2 feet of snow or 2 feet of powder. Like
all you want to do is fucking. You're still on the mountain, you know, and you just can't ride. You have to
wanna get
fucking
down,
push
yeah.
until you get to the next steep
Little-
part. And
yeah.
then you can go,
You have to use a fucking negate spell card to get the fucking
bullshit
to
up.
get the bullshit.
And the
off.
To get
skiers-
the spell behind up.
yeah, but
Despell.
I was genuinely surprised how many novice people that were there when we were there. Like
It's crazy.
Whistler wasn't that bad. That mountain was way more intense, and there was a lot more novice people. Like, yo, they had this one hill called Big Emma. Big Emma was like pretty much Blue Mountain. And it was a green.
Wow.
I was like, I'm like, yo, this guy was like,
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta get good. Yo.
I was
I'm
like-
actually sad. That I
it's
didn't
funny.
get good.
Like Whistler's greens and blues and blacks were relative. Theirs were like skewed. I don't know. Skiers must have a different mindset because like their greens were like blues, their blues were blacks, their blacks were like double blacks. Double blacks were like, if you can't do this, you're a bitch. But
you can't do it, just die.
You seen that video of the guy going up the ski lift, and he'll like go to there's like a girl beside him, and then he's like, oh, do you want to go on a date? And then they're like, excuse me, and he's like, yeah, do you want to something like that? And then they're like, okay, sure. And he goes, okay. Pulls out of a bag, and he pulls out like the tray,
A little table.
the table
my
and the
God.
tray, and he's like eating and they're drinking wine up the ski lift because the ski lift is like what 15 minutes up the hill, right?
Yeah.
Like how long is
no,
the,
yeah, no, the
20 minutes up?
Yeah,
the,
they didn't have gondolas there. They had a tram.
gondola?
Wow.
A
It was serious. Fully enclosed.
Yes, he
like,
knows it
sick.
is. It's a
Yeah.
fully enclosed, fits up to 125 people.
that big.
What? Yo,
Wait, what?
125 people.
Well,
It's
maybe
a fucking battle bus,
well,
bro.
if you were like drinking on that.
Yo,
When we drove
party.
the bus.
we were taking the battle. We were literally taking the battle bus up the mountain.
Where we dropped in.
matchmaking, nerd.
Holy fuck! I got a victory royale when he crushed an old lady.
Literally turned that tram into like a party.
It's 125 is like its max capacity, so you're like this.
Yeah.
But like you're comfortable at like 70, and
a
depending
lot,
on I don't think they ever did reach 125 because of wind speeds, because the tram can't be swinging too hard.
It's fucked.
Yeah, they didn't have any gondolas there. That was the one thing I was a little sad about because like
Because
gondolas is vibe with the boys, yeah.
gondolas, you throw your board in and you crack a beer. You're like
Yeah.
you're kind of warm.
Some people
Yeah.
even smoking there.
Oh, dude, we were smoking joints in Tremblant.
You just
like,
open
left
the door
and
and
right.
danks a
Like
slug,
left
right?
left and right, we were smoking joints. I think Whistler too. I've lit so many joints in Whistler when we were in those. It's so nice because you can just like you warm up a bit too.
Yeah.
But
And
no,
it is like a great view when you're going up.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not like
it's
shit.
sick.
Like
It is
yeah,
sick.
It's great. It's a whole experience.
You know, well, I guess we can call it here. This was the
longest-
the sports podcast and the extreme sports podcast.
and, yo,
Start calling out before we end up in a hearse.
yeah, this is like
Have a good night, everyone.